Yo guys, it's Merb, and nothing brings me more joy than being nosy on the internet and looking through creepy texts that other individuals have received from another individual. And that's exactly what I have brought for here today. I found this story on Reddit, and it got my attention because this guy has some sort of bravery that I don't really see in a lot of people. Now, the bravery isn't exactly good bravery, but nonetheless, he's got the courage and confidence that he can pull something like this. So hopefully, if you guys are watching, you watch this and maybe you get inspiration on not what to do, but on what not to do. Because I'm no expert, but what I'm reading here, I don't think you're supposed to do this, but let me let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So what we have here is the brave individual in question, where he sends his bravery of a text at 12 a.m. through the TikTok DMs, which is a very new place that I would expect, but to each their own. He sends them the text "Hello, pretty" with the heart emojis. The person responds "Hi," and then this guy pulls out his iconic pickup line or paragraph of words of wisdom of charming. So sorry to infringe you on your privacy. It said that a picture is worth 1,000 words, but when I saw yours, it was more than words could explain. The charming profile is irresistible, though a little personal message, but your looks tells a lot about a nice person. So I had to drop a message in the charming person with this great profile. Just want to know you better and be a friend or more. Hope to hear from you sometime. Something tells me that what I'm reading here, he doesn't want to be a friend. I think he wants more than a friend. Wow, that's okay. Well, I'm in a relationship for one. And two, not knowing me and sending something like that is kind of creepy. I wouldn't want to be around that friend or not. What? Come on. I mean, give this guy a chance. Like, clearly he thought about this. This has to work. Why wouldn't this work? He spat his charming words. So why isn't he like in love with him? But yeah, that aside, this guy, he came off as a little creepy. Like I said, don't think he wants to be just friends. And you know, it's kind of creepy sending that message. Especially 8 in the morning. Like, don't you got a job or something? I don't get it. The next one of these pictures is the guy responding to the message, which clearly he didn't catch the message at all. I don't even think he read the message. He saw her respond and just like thought this girl was in love with him. He says, "OMG, you're charming. Makes me text you for real." I think this guy didn't take English class because I don't think that makes sense. I really love the way you look. Eye emoji. Oh, that's a classic. Surely this girl's in love with him, right? She says, thanks. You got my attention. Yeah, so you're in a serious relationship, right? So I think this guy doesn't exactly know what she's saying. I don't even think he read the message at all. Maybe he read it, but was just too, like, I guess, in love to, like, really read it. He saw words and that was it. That was enough for him. They say, yeah, I am. Plus, you saying all of that is really creepy. This guy necessarily doesn't know what he is doing, I think. Maybe he's like hungover or something, and he thinks this is okay. This guy isn't really giving the charming vibes to what he was really getting at with that a lovely first paragraph. And clearly making this person very, very uncomfortable, which, me reading this, I'm getting uncomfortable. So, yeah, and this is happening like not even 9 a.m. Like, it's too early for this. The next chapter of our tale is him kind of ignoring the message that, she sent of, you know, saying that he's creepy and instead responding with, "How old are you?" Which is kind of a weird statement, but, maybe he's onto something. She says, "Why?" And then he responds with, "Really?" You know, this guy isn't even acknowledging the fact that, he's he's being creepy. And, I've never seen such an oblivious and delusional character through these text messages. She says yes, especially knowing I'm in a relationship and I'm not interested whatsoever. And instead of, backing down and saying, "Okay, I'm sorry, I understand, take care," he says, "You deserve more words. I wish you were my girlfriend." He's really buying into this charming character that he thinks he is, but really, he's more delusional than ever and oblivious, really. Or maybe he's completely ignorant, maybe he's a homewrecker, maybe that's the kind of person he is, but don't know. The person says, "Ew, I'm not a girl, I'm a trans man," which is a twist I wasn't expecting to have appeared, but I'm sure this guy is just as shocked. And his next messages couldn't get more crazier. Unfortunately, the Reddit post didn't have these pictures in chronological order, I think. Like there's a piece missing, but it's whatever. So they have a message up there, "Socially I am," which isn't really important because I don't know the context of it. And then they said, "How old are you?" And he's like, "Lol, I don't really understand you right now. I am just 298." Wow. Unbelievable. He is 298. So he must be like on the brink of death. I don't really understand what angle this guy was like taking. Like, was he trying to be funny? Because if he was, then he's not a comedic type. You know, I'm kind of disappointed with this guy. The next message sent is, "How old are you?" And then they respond with two thumbs up, which don't know why he did a thumbs up. Maybe he's upset. He's coping. That this person just didn't get their humor. This he's probably thinking like this idiotic, moronic person just didn't get my humor. Clearly they're below the IQ level that I am. He says 29, and then they say, yeah, a 29-year-old messaging 18-year-old is just weird, which is pretty weird. I think any sane person could agree with what they're saying right here. And then this guy, pulls out a classic. Age is just a number, okay? He says okay as in we're gonna maybe agree with this, but you know, I don't think anyone would agree with this unless you have the same mindset as this guy. The last part of our story, of our fairy tale, is really a little underwhelming. Maybe more could have been added to the story, but you know, we got what we got. He says I'm a military man, which I'm assuming there's like a picture that they didn't send, but I'm gonna assume that when he says age is just a number, this is immediately what he said after, which is kind of not justifying anything. That's like me, you know, going naked in public and saying, "Guys, I'm just a toddler." Like, come on, what do you expect? And then the person says that doesn't matter, which it doesn't. Saying that age is just a number is kind of pedophilic, which it really is. That's a little weird, but maybe this guy's a little delusional. He says, "Okay, I understand. Anyways, it's fine. Okay." Can we be friends if you don't mind? Um, this guy basically just kind of admitted that he's a pedophile, and then he's like, it's okay, I understand. It's okay. We can be friends though. We don't have to be anything romantic or anything. Just friends. That's not weird. Which newsflash, it's a little weird. We end our fairy tale with these messages. No, it's not fine. I hope you don't talk to a 17-year-old like this, or even talk to them at all. Which, is correct. He should not be talking to anyone, just anyone ever. It doesn't even matter if they're underage. Like, if he's talking to this, like anyone, then, he should be convicted, jail, even. And then the last message was, oh, hell no, to them asking if they want to be friends. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed our little fairy tale, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Don't do what this guy did.